agent, you have to choose what LLM provider and what model you are going to be using for that. So you are making the decision, and we are basically just consuming the existing LLMs. All right. So if you select, I don't know, O3, O1, O4 mini, O99 in future, it's going to be it. Right. So you are choosing. But you can, for example, build one agent with, Claude, one agent with OpenAI, and one agent with something else. There's like 9 or 10 different options right now in the AI agents configuration. So it's on you.
I mean, it's pretty open-end, right? So basically, you can use the Make AI agent, and you can use various other agents if you want.
Yeah, and look, like it's not always about AI agents. Maybe you don't need them every single time. Maybe you need just a little step with, simple classification, and that's it. So you can even use like OpenAI as a step in your workflow. Okay, so I would go for the agents for more complex stuff, where you want to have a global prompt for all your make scenarios where the agent can be used. That's a great way. But if you have a very small problem which is specific just to one scenario, maybe you can use Make AI Tools app to do it. It's pre-built. Maybe I could show it quickly on my screen here.
Sure.
So let me start sharing. So if you look for Make AI Tools, here we have pre-built a lot of prompts basically for you. So you don't have to really build a prompt to analyze sentiment, because we kind of did it for you. And you just throw in text to analyze, and we are going to tell you, for example, positive, negative, neutral. So for very basic things, I find myself using this quite a lot. Then, of course, you can throw in OpenAI, for example, as a step. And you can do a lot of different things. 99% cases, you will do just completion. And then when it comes to AI agents, I will show you how they are configured. So when you are creating the agent, you are basically deciding what provider you are going to use here. So this is what I was talking about. You make the choice, and once you set up the connection, you select the model, etc.
Nice one.
And that's it.
Cool. Thank you for that. Moving on to our next question. Why Apify, not Clay? Because it's cheaper. At least that's what makes sense for us. And we wanted to leverage and test out the Make agent, and they did pretty amazing job, let's say. So moving on. Pretty much if you guys, we do have like a great resource of Make templates. And I think our team can actually send that inside of chat. Okay, next question. Can we enrich the email by API in HeyReach? I know that there is a button, don't remember the endpoint. Not yet. That's something that is going to happen on the roadmap, preferably in Q3, where we can expand a little bit from LinkedIn profiles to actually email addresses. But thank you for your question. Where can I find beginners information? I think that was answered. Now, Tim, you can probably answer this one. If you had to compare Clay's native employee finder versus Make AI agent you are presenting. Okay, quick update. I'm not presenting Make AI agent. I'm presenting Apify, the endpoint from Apify to actually find employees inside of specific companies. Will this output more better context rather than Clay native feature? Tim, do you have any experience with finding?
Yeah, so the boring answer to that would be have a look on the Apify actor library for what the reviews are. So if it's like a 5-star ranked Apify actor, you'll probably be more or less the same quality of data as Clay. Clay's data quality for their headcount and so on is basically the same as Apollo's. More or less, it's a bit worse than Apollo sometimes, but overall, it's one of those boring answers where the chances are, if it's a 5-star rated in Apify, it's good data. If it's 4.5 or below, maybe stay away from it and still consider spending Clay credits, or use Lead Magic inside of Clay or something like that to find the headcount and all that fun stuff.
Or as I always say, A/B copy test, 100,000 emails, see what gives you a better output.
Yeah, by the way, even OpenAI can do web search right now. It probably won't go past like logins on LinkedIn, but it can still retrieve, basic information about companies, for example.
I'd still go with specialized. Like, I'm always fan of getting one tool that does a great job at one thing rather than something more generic and stuff like that. And that's why I'm going to go for Apify on this one.
All right.
Cool. I think I have a question for you, Daniel, which goes with what steps does Make take in cybersecurity, especially in working with emails?
Yeah, I was thinking about this one, but I don't know the answer because it's kind of generic. But basically, you can set up like 2FA within Make, so no one else logs into your org without getting double checked. The data is really just for you. There is execution store for 30 days, and it vanishes basically. So there are inbuilt security features like you would expect, but I would need more details to understand the question, the original meeting.
Yes, meaning. Of course. I mean, you can reach out to the amazing Make team, and you will get all of the security questions answered. Okay, cool. Is it possible to build out an AI agent? We already answered that one. Scroll down a little bit. I think we are seeing this wrong screen. Sorry, guys, to give you 5 minutes of the wrong screen, all on me, that part. What's the end? Why don't you use any CRM? I mean, you can. Pretty much, we just gave out an explanation, and I'm answering this question. Why don't you use a CRM? Well, basically, we just choose a table, but you can easily go to CRM.
Yeah, I would add, from Make's point of view, if you have a Google Sheet or as a step in the scenario, there could be CRM instead of it. So instead of creating like a new row in Google Sheet, you can create a new lead in the CRM. Like a lot of steps are replaceable with similar apps within Make.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. Mark, very helpful, but definitely spend some time understanding. Like, of course it is. Like everything in life either requests a learning curve to learn stuff like that, but it always, like, the end goal is that you will save so much time and pretty much achieve much more. But nevertheless, you have the links to the Make templates inside of HeyRich and in Make. Feel free to use them. Cool. Okay, super awesome. Guys, I know that we'll have all of your questions, but feel free to shoot those questions after this webinar on our emails. And, final question, I have to answer this one. Can you replace Zapier with Make? I mean, guys, I'm not going to shout it out, but the type of functionalities and the type of layout and the end user experience, I'm all for Make at this point. Either way, like,
me too.
Floor is yours. That's not biased at all.
Right? I'm not biased at all. No, look, guys, like, maybe right now you have very basic workflows and you're fine with Zapier, but over time, when your needs grow, when your complexity grows, you will probably find yourself limited. And this is where you will probably consider switching to something more sophisticated like Make. Maybe you will find it the hard way, and then maybe you will have to do the migration yourself. Or maybe you just start with Make and you spend a little bit of time on learning, and then you will benefit from it for a lot of years probably.
Yes, indeed. Okay, final question from Karan. I don't know, this one is for Daniel. For a sales guy, founder, would you recommend NA10 or Make? Try not to be biased. Come on, try not to be biased.
I was sharing an article where we compare NA10 with Make. Again, Make is more geared towards business users. So if you are like SDR, BDR, or AE, I think you can get successful with Make pretty quickly. With NA10, I'm not so sure. It's probably a little more developer-minded audience for them.
Absolutely. Okay, guys, I really enjoyed this. It was a real, I'd say, a roller coaster where we started small, went pretty high, laid down a little again, but nevertheless, the end goal of this webinar is to introduce what's out there and people to actually explore the possibility. Now, for the final piece of this webinar, guys, we'd like to introduce a contest. Pretty much, we are going to give out rewards for the most creative and the best performing Make flow, meaning the person who, or the agency, regardless whether you are a customer or not, or you're just starting off, anyone can participate. Basically, the goal of this context is to incentivize people to get the most and highest value returning flows you can create using Make and HeyRich at the same time inside of one scenario. That's all we ask. And pretty much once you create that flow, to actually share it on your social networks, such as LinkedIn, and tag it, like use a tag like Make and HeyRich, just tag HeyRich obviously, and Make obviously inside of that same post. If you are on different channels, don't worry about it. You will get more information about it. You can reach me for more contest detail information. Either way, what you should know is that for the winner, I mean, for the winners, it's not going to be only one because so many people can be a lot of creativity can be shown. What we will give out is an agency plan with that typically costs $12,000 per year. We are going to give it completely for free for 1 year of usage. And on top of that, well, Make is actually going to give out 300,000 Make operation credits for people to use for free in the next 2 months. And if that's not enough, like, you know, that telemarketing advertisement, and that's not all, folks, but Tim is actually going to give out his Unlock Clay, like the mastermind that this dude was building and teaching people for free for the winner. So long story short, try to be as creative as possible, because the awards that you will receive, you can probably run an agency free of charge for the next year or so. We encourage you, everyone. We will follow up with all the registrants of this webinar with details on how to participate. I mean, real quick, raise your hand if you are willing to participate. I'd love to see some raised hands. Love it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my God, this number is spiking. Love it, guys. We are so excited. We cannot wait to see your use cases. Be wild, be crazy, and tag us so we can review it. And in 2 weeks from now, we will pretty much announce the winner of this whole thing. Daniel, Tim, it was an honor, guys. Thank you for taking the time. Any final words? If you have, well, now it's your chance.
I will just say thanks for inviting us, and to the audience, don't be afraid to start. Maybe you will fail at the beginning, but over time you will make it work, and you'll be surprised what you can achieve yourself.
Thank you, Daniel. Timbo, any final words from you?
One final thing. Honestly, guys, I think with tools like Make, well, HeyReach is very intuitive, so that's needless to say, but with Make specifically, most people just put off the first 2 hours of using it. If you just front load those, block it in your calendar for 2 hours, I guarantee you'll build a couple of fun workflows, and after that, you'll be off to a good start. So just don't put off those first 2 hours, and I'm sure you'll smash it. And if you get stuck, just message me on LinkedIn, and then I'll try and help you out with a cheeky loom here or there. But yeah, other than that, enjoyed this. Thanks so much, Ilya, for this opportunity as well.
Absolutely, Tim. Absolutely, Daniel. Thank you, guys, as well. Thank you, everyone in the audience, for attending. Hope it was an enjoyable 1 hour ride. I can't wait to see the amazing use cases from the challenge, and we will announce the winner so everyone can learn from each other. Thank you all again for participating, and catch you all next time. Bye for now.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys. Cheers.
Bye.